What's up, y'all? It's your boy Kalin. Back with another episode. So let's get into it. My man Kanye got the Jeen-Yuhs documentary out. It's setting the world on fire right now. It's crazy. I just gotta say, man, my first take when I saw it, I was kind of a little bit in a depressed state. Not even going front, and I started watching it. And your first instinct when you see something like that is, well, first off, if you haven't seen it, it's highly inspirational. It's chronicles Kanye's life from him as a child to growing up and his struggles and successes as a musician, as a beat maker, producer, all the way through getting signed with Rockefeller and beyond. It's crazy, but your first instinct when you see something like that is you really understand the concept of sticking to something. And, one of my latest videos I actually talked about the idea of sticking with something, and it's kind of crazy because a lot of times people don't really think about what it takes to be successful. We just kind of go and do and hope that it works out somehow. But my take on it is, when you really believe in something, you just have this knowing, this understanding. And it's the reason it's so rare is because a lot of times we get talked out of our dreams, out of our ideas. We don't really know what it's like to stick with something for 5, 10, 15, 20 years and see it manifest. Because a lot of us will switch. Somebody will tell us, well, you may be kind of good at that, but you should probably do this. This is safer. Or, if you keep going down that path, you might not make it, but this is kind of sure. This is kind of certain. And, it's so easy. It's so tempting to just go with what other people say. Like, there's a lot of people saying, well, I'm strong-willed, I'm strong-minded. Like, if I asked you how strong you are you easily influenceable? Are you easily, is it easy to take you off your path? Most people say, nah, like, I'm strong-willed, I know what I want to do, I'm gonna go for it. But be in the zone with something and then somebody comes and tells you, oh, it sucked. Or they laugh at you for doing it. And you really sitting there giving it your all. Somebody really tells you, like, you can't do this. How's that gonna make you feel? Are you still gonna be motivated enough to keep going? A lot of people aren't, which is why people like Kanye and Jay-Z and just anybody who gets to these high levels of success, people aren't normally like that. That's rare. And a lot of times the crazy thing is people will call you crazy. They will say all kind of stuff about you. I remember when Kanye was going through the whole thing with the opioids. He was having issues there. It's just when Trump was in office, and he went to see Trump, and people were saying he was crazy. He had the comment about slavery was a choice for black people and all that. Everybody just like counted him out. And if I'm not mistaken, the boy is a Gemini, right? I'm a Gemini, so I get it. People like Kendrick are Gemini. Donald Trump's a Gemini. Andre 3000 is a Gemini. There are a lot of people out here who have this Geminian energy. And I get it. When people were counting out Kanye and they were saying like he's lost it, he's flipped out, whatever, I was like, nah, I wasn't making videos at this point. But like when I was talking to people, I was like, nah, Kanye ain't crazy. I'm not even gonna say he's not like articulate, because he has a way of getting across what he's trying to say. But it's like you gotta listen to what he says, and then you gotta feel where he's coming from. You gotta feel it. You can't just take the words and be like, oh, you didn't say that right. That was crazy. Like slavery was a choice. You gotta hear him as he says it. You gotta hear the energy. There's no way that a black man as conscious as he is of the struggles of black people is going to say something like that and really think that like black people had a choice to get on the boat and on the ship and come over here and be slaves and work for white people. There's no way, and it was our fault 100% that all of that happened. And he wasn't saying that, and I understood that at that point, that he was talking about the mentality, the mindset. More or less today, it's a choice to be a slave in your mind. He might have used that as a reference point, but when you seeing your people being beaten and brutalized so much, it's like, if you sit there and take it, what does that say about you? Kanye is one of those people who, no matter how he feels, he's got a goal, he's got an image in his mind for how he wants to live life, for where he wants to be. So he can't stay down, and he can't be around people that stay down. He's like, gotta go. Like, oh, they talking shit about me. It's cool. I'm gonna get back to the drawing board. I'm gonna make sure, they can't talk shit about me the next time. Oh, they still talking shit? Okay, cool. Well, fuck them. Like, I'm gonna still keep going. I'm gonna keep going. And that relentlessness is what makes Kanye Kanye. Through all of the bullshit, people write him off as crazy. He comes back again, sells a bunch of albums. People talk shit about the music. He comes back again. He's in your face selling shoes, fashion. People talk shit. They want to say, oh, that wasn't all that. And then you see the numbers and everybody's wearing Yeezys. It's like, whenever you doubt this guy, he comes back and he wins. And that's the mark of a winner. Now, it makes sense why Kim got with him. Like, she saw that. Now, wherever they are now in their relationship, that's a crazy thing. But you got to understand, this is not a man that looks at himself in the mirror like this. He looks at himself in the mirror like the man all the time. And that's the kind of energy that wins. Like, that wins wars. That wins people over. That gets people to your side. And he has a good heart. It's plain to see that he came from a good upbringing. It's obvious. You can't say that this man was deranged and crazy and lunatic. He wasn't out there shooting people, having all these women and doing crazy stuff like that. To this day, I have not heard one woman come out and say Kanye touched him some kind of way inappropriately, or Kanye slipped something in my drink, or Kanye did this and that. And I don't know what the future holds. Maybe that's going to happen. Maybe somebody going to come out and be like, oh yeah, he did this and this and this. But I would question that person, especially after seeing that documentary. You would have thought Coodie, being the homeboy, him and Kanye, they would have went out and found some girls and did that or whatever. I don't know. Maybe they cut that part out. Maybe that happened and they cut that part out. But from my understanding, when people are doing stuff like that, that's going to make it in the cut somehow. That footage is going to resurface. And you ain't see none of that. So I'm looking at it like, okay, the boy was focused on doing what he wanted to do. He had his vision, his dream, his ideas at the forefront of his mind, and that's powerful. And that's what I want to get across, because for me, seeing that, it spoke to that element in me, more than just being a Gemini, because see, a lot of people talk shit about Geminis, right? Geminis are multifaceted creatures, right? And then the other thing too is, you got to understand the difference between your birth sign and then your rising sign. What are you turning into? I'm a Gemini, but I present as a Gemini, but my rising sign is a Leo. So I'm growing into that secure lion who is powerful and authoritative, but reserved and capable of manifesting in his space. That's my life path. That's the energy that I'm bringing to the world, to the table. So I still am a Gemini though. So I have the tendency to see something and give it my all, and then I can see something else and give it my all, and then not just go with one of those. I understand where both come together. And so it's easy sometimes to be indecisive. But why I admire Kanye is that he had that fire in him to know, nah, this is what I do. And he used that Geminian energy, right? He took his production skills and then meshed it with rapping. He put both together, right? So I rap. I got 5 albums online. under Ascended Breath. That's my name. You could go check it out, right? I also play the trumpet. You see, I write articles. I make videos. There's a lot of different things that I do. I train people in fitness, right? So I got all of these different skills, and what I finally understand is that I've been holding back by not making videos like this to share with people what it is that I'm capable of doing, what I can do. And you know, we all have resources in various ways that we can utilize, and I'm a resource for people, and I haven't been utilizing that. So now I'm coming out of my power. I understand now what I'm capable of doing, and that it doesn't mean that you know everything. It just means that you have an energy about you, like you can flow and you can make people's lives better because of your spirit. And that's what Kanye did. That's what he did. He made people's lives better because of his spirit. That's really what he was. He just used, like, his talent was the music, right? But his gift was the energy that he put into the music. And that energy is an uplifting energy. Like you hear through the wire. Breathing to the wire. Right? That music is there. It's like it's uplifting, it's powerful, right? So and you think about Kendrick, right? You even think about Donald Trump. You think about Benjamin Andre, Andre 3000. All these guys, it's certain thing with Geminis where people love us because of our energy. We bring a lot to the table. So there's nothing worse than a depressed Gemini or a Gemini that's not walking in his path. I can't speak for the other signs because that's not really me, but there's nothing worse than somebody who has this energy in them, and it's, could present as a duality, but really we're looking for the best way to utilize all the talents that we have and then click them like Voltron together, right? Because that's when you become beast, right? That's what Kanye brings to the table. And he understood that at an early age. I'm not even sure. Maybe he questioned, it's natural to be a human being and question your ability, question your purpose, question what you can do, what you can really bring to the table for people. That's natural. What we have to understand is that you're here for a reason. There's something that you bring to the table that's unique. My whole life, I've been trying to bring one thing to the table. Like, what's it going to be? Is it going to be, my trumpet playing? Is it going to be my fitness? Is it going to be my writing, my articles? Is it going to be, what is it going to be? Is it going to be rapping? What's the thing that I want to be known for? And I've finally figured that out. It's a synthesis. Talking on camera, making these documentary, these podcasts, these singular podcasts give you moments and insight into my mind, and it feeds your spirit. That's what I'm supposed to do for people. It's to feed, to give them the energy, the inspiration to grow. And seeing somebody like Kanye, who's been through so much, to see people shit on him and then still be here and have his right mind, and to be able to call the bullshit. Like, he knew when he was fucked up off the opioids, he knew he could see right through people, right? Because he's giving people his best. And that's a big point. You got to give people your best energy if what you expect to get from that relationship is greatness. How you going to give somebody bullshit and expect them to give you greatness? Don't work like that. You got to put your best. Even if you're scared, even if you don't know what's going to happen, you got to do it. Anyway, you got to give your best, right? So, I just had to say, Kanye, you did a fabulous job. Coodie, you did a fabulous job on that. And that's another thing, his boy Coodie supported him. How many people do you know that if you seen greatness in somebody, would you stop everything and go and support them 100%? It's kind of hard to think about it like that, right? Because you're either the person who supports, which is which is like the other side of the coin, right? It's like heads and tails, right? Not one side is better. We wouldn't have this documentary without Coodie. We got to think about that. Somebody who was always around him filming. I've been that for a group of people before. Just like that right-hand person who really believed in him. And I filmed a lot, but you know, they fell apart. So I left. And when that happens, you know, you gotta build your own path. And the falling apart of those people that I supported kind of spoke to me. It showed me, hey, you got something in you. Why are you following them around? This isn't your path. Let somebody else do that. And that's when it showed me. And that's when I published my first book. That's when I started performing poetry live. That's when I started writing and publishing articles. That's when I started really getting out, putting on music shows. And that's when I started rapping and really getting myself out there. And I realized that, oh shit, I'm the artist. I'm the it guy. I'm the person that's supposed to bring life to other people. I'm not the person on the other side of the coin that shines the light on other people. I'm capable of that, right? Like Kanye could shine light on other people. He used his beats and he shined light on Talib, on Mos Def, on Jay-Z, on so many artists, right? He shined a light on them. But Kanye was saying, look, I got something to say. I have a mind that has to be shown to the world. You see what I'm saying? And that's what the most important thing is. When we neglect our abilities and we push them under the rug and we kind of second guess, we're cheating the world. That's the crazy thing. We don't understand what can happen. Like this whole video that I'm doing right now is because of Kanye's documentary. That's power. He's inspiring so many people to actually talk about him. When you could have other people talking about you, that's when you know you're powerful, right? So, you know, and to this day, I've managed to do that in small ways, right? But so much of my time has been spent doubting, wondering what I was capable of. And it's clear, all of these abilities I have, it's clear, right? But to other people, but until it becomes clear to you, to me, to the person that has the abilities, they don't go anywhere. Nothing changes. So now I'm walking on my purpose. I know where the focus has to be now. And that is something that once you find that, you can't take that away. Nobody can take that from you. Anyway, go check out the Kanye documentary if you haven't seen it. You're going to love it. Watch all of it. Plan out time. Like, subscribe, share this video. It's real shit. I love y'all. Peace.